3 minutes till airtime stations. 3 minutes till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 3 minutes till airtime stations. 3 minutes till airtime.
Multimeters to help you identify and fix the problem. With Granger, you can be confident you have everything you need to keep your facility running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, once you get it done.
Time stations. 3 minutes till airtime. 2 minutes till airtime stations. 2 minutes till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 2 minutes till airtime stations. 2 minutes till airtime. "90 seconds till airtime stations. 90 seconds till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 90 seconds till airtime stations. 90 seconds. "1 minute till airtime stations. 1 minute till airtime. On my mark. Mark. 1 minute till airtime stations. 1 minute till airtime. Final remaining queue will be at 15 seconds. "30 seconds on my mark. Mark. 30 seconds stations. "15 seconds till airtime stations on my mark. Mark. 15 seconds. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
For Penland, catch, shoot, three, up, and it swishes in. CP for three.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off, powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
Rogers at the free throw line, kicks it out. Alvey into the left corner. Weichel three. Butter. Braylon Weichel flaming hot from the outside.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Good evening from the David J. Pryor Convocation Center, where Carson-Newman is trying to become the first South Atlantic Conference team other than UVA Wise to win in UVA Wise's Convocation Center. It's the Lady Eagles taking their 6-game winning streak on the road up against a UVA Wise team that has won 7 straight here in Wise, Virginia. Good evening again, everyone. Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you courtside here on the Eagles Sports Network as Carson-Newman puts its 6-game winning streak in conference play and for the season on the line here today against a UVA Wise team that is 12-8, tied for 5th in the league. The Lady Eagles defeated 14th-rated Coker last Friday at home, 87-60, thanks to a great final 30 minutes of basketball in Holt Fieldhouse. And now the challenge to start the final month of the regular season against a UVA Wise team that's won back-to-back games and obviously has plenty to play for, tied for 5th in the league right now, and are back at a building where they've won 4 of their 7 games by double digits, and they've won 7 straight, all in league play. Carson-Newman's 6-game winning streak has matched its longest of the year. They'll try to go for their longest winning streak of the season if they can get the result they want against the Highland Cavaliers on this Wednesday series with the Highland Cavaliers. Eagle fans, this is the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off. AEC is your local electric co-op, service you can trust and value, you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek. We are AEC, powering what matters most. How has UVA Wise been so good at home this season, and they've defeated the likes of Lenore Ryan and the Wingates, among others, here at home in South Atlantic Conference play? They're 7-1. Mike Mincy breaks down this matchup and why and what his team has to face in a tough UVA Wise bunch that has played very well in this building. His comments head your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Andrew Rogers back here on the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off as Carson-Newman begins the final month of the regular season, starting a 3-game road trip tonight against UVA Wise here with head coach Mike Mincy on the Eagles Sports Network. Coach, it was a really strong month of January, just the one setback to Lenore Ryan, but since then you've won 6 in a row to match your longest winning streak of the year. Jennifer Sullivan's Player of the Week for the second time in 3 weeks. Break down where your team is and how you feel about this group as you head into the final week, or final month rather, of this regular season and begin a tough stretch as well to begin this month.
Yeah, I mean, I think going back to that LR game, you know, even though we lost and we were not happy that we gave up that many points, The 92 we scored over there, we felt like it was something we could build off of, because LR did play an incredible game that game and shot lights out and made 17 threes. And ever since then, we feel like that we've been building and, we kind of know what we have or know what we had, going through the season. But every game, I think our confidence as a staff and our players, and I think our players' confidence grows in each other as to what they have. And probably the biggest thing, even though Jen has gone for big games and one player of the week and all that kind of thing, we're just not a one-man team, and it's not just two players. It's different players can jump up there and go for a good number on any given night, and that's what's making it so pleasant for us as coaches is that, if Jen is off, we still feel like we can win the game, or if Knuckles is off, we can feel like we can win the game because there's a lot of different weapons that we can rely on.
Expand on that a little bit more. Break down how valuable that is, because now 5 straight games you've had somebody come off the bench and score in double figures, and it's been somebody different almost every other night. Break down how that feels as a coach to be able to know you can go to your bench, and it may not be the 6th player or the 7th player, but it could be the 8th or 9th that makes the most impactful performance off the bench.
Well, probably the biggest thing is, Chloe had earned the starting spot at the 5 as a freshman and was playing well and had one of her better scoring games at Mars Hill with 19. Well, unfortunately, she rolls her ankle and can't play against Catawba. Well, we fill in with Sybil, another freshman, and we go for 101 points and win the game. We come back home, I think, what was it, Newberry? Was that Newberry? And didn't play well, but still put up 80 points. Then we played Tusculum, put up a good number there, triple-digit game with Sybil in the lineup. So I say all of that, like we have 3 kids in double figures, Maddie, Emily, and Jen. And then from that point on, you've got your 8 or 7 and your 6s, several at the 6-point range. But all of those guys that are at 6 points per game have gone for double figures and can go for double figures. So, when you lose a starter and you're, not that this is why it happened, but you lose a starter and all of a sudden you start scoring even more points, it just shows kids sitting on the bench that come in to help us out, and that can certainly score.
Andy Rogers talking here with head coach Mike Mincy prior to this matchup with UVA Wise. They lost their first home game of the season in non-conference, played a Concord, and now they've won 7 straight at home in SAC play. Have beat LR in this building at home, Wingate, among others. Why have teams had difficulty? They've been close games, obviously, but why has UVA Wise been so difficult to beat in this building this year?
They've always had a lot of success here, especially with certain opponents, and it's just one of those things. Like, we have our vices as well, and we have places that we don't typically go and play well and have lost games, and I'm not going to name them, but there's certain programs that just, when they go to Wise, you can almost guarantee that Wise is going to give them a good game or beat them on that given day. And so for some of it may be a long travel, it might be one of their longest travel days or overnight trips. But, everybody in this league, it appears, plays better at home. And some of your top teams, and they're one of them, that have only lost 1 game at home, and it was out of conference, haven't lost a conference game at home. So in this league, anytime you go on the road, even for us, I feel like it's going to be a challenge. And they put up 87 points on us here last year, scored 30 in the 4th quarter to take a lead, and then it took just some not miraculous, but some really outstanding play on our kids to be able to carry out a 94-87 win.
All right, you faced this team before Christmas break and opened up a 20-plus point lead at halftime, and that was good enough throughout the second half to win this game going away. And you held Caroline Mullins down for the most part. I think she got a lot of, we'll put in parentheses, garbage time baskets in the second half when the game was kind of out of reach. What did you do well defensively on the conference's leading score, and how do you have to replicate that in this matchup today?
Well, I think we started in the press, and we were pretty hot and heavy in the press at that point in time in the season. And, in the second quarter, Jen got in foul trouble, played 7 minutes in the first quarter, and then our best quarter of the day was the second quarter, and she didn't get to play any of it. We outscored them 22-8. I think the press really sped them up, and I thought we probably looked as good in the press in that game than we have all year in terms of not giving up anything easy. Didn't get into super bad rotations and that kind of thing. And then we were very efficient, obviously put up a big number in the first half to carry that lead into the break. And then, we got into the second half, and, we didn't outscore them by much, but we held serve and came home with a 27-point victory. But, it's a little bit, we've moved further down the line now. We're a little bit different basketball team and how we're playing, how we're defending. So the game plan is a little bit different for tonight than what it was back then. Still trying to fill ourselves out. I think on Inkblot, they were like second in the region at that point in time. We felt like we were the underdog on our home floor, and our kids showed up to play. So, They're 10? I think they're still ranked about 10th in ink blot. We might be ahead of them, but we know they're on their home floor. And as I always say, I feel like the home team already has a 10-point advantage when you're playing them on their home floor.
All right, best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's the head coach, Mike Mincy. We're back for more here after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
All right, we continue to count you down to tip-off between Carson-Newman and UVA Wise for what will be the 16th all-time meeting. Carson-Newman's won all 15, 9 in Holt Fieldhouse, 6 in the Prior Convocation Center. And the Lady Eagles have had tremendous success. They have scored 80 or more in 13 of the 15 wins. They won earlier this year, 84-58. And they've scored 84 points or more in 6 straight wins. And overall, we've said they've scored 80 points or more in 13 of the 15 wins. Starting lineups and opening tip-off from the David J. Pryor Convocation Center as Carson-Newman readies for a matchup with UVA Wise. That all heads your way when we return courtside after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This
Goes up with the right hand, scores, and one.
is Carson-Newman Women's Basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
To Weichel, top of the key, 3 for Braylon's up, swished in. Braylon Weichel from downtown gives Carson-Newman the lead back.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
All right, good evening again from UVA Wise's David J. Pryor Convocation Center, where Carson-Newman matches up with UVA Wise for the second time this year. And for the 16th time ever, Carson-Newman's won the first 15. They'll try to stay perfect on this first Wednesday in February. Carson-Newman's starting lineup will be the same as it has in the last two games, and this is the fourth different starting lineup that Mike Mincy has utilized this season. It features two senior guards in the backcourt. Emily Gonzalez and Jen Sullivan have started all 21 games now. They are joined by Sybil Penland, the freshman from Sevierville, Tennessee, playing 12 minutes a game, draws her third consecutive start in her freshman season, and will be joined by juniors in the front court, Maddie Knuckles and Keely Rogers. Rogers coming off her third career double-double. Well, you heard Jennifer Sullivan named SAC Player of the Week earlier this week as well. So you've got Player of the Week Sullivan and Keely Rogers off her best game of the year and her third career double-double headlining Carson-Newman's lineup. Here's UVA Wise's lineup. They're led by Jamie Klusman. This is her 8th season, and she reached the 100-win mark just a few games back. In the backcourt is a freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, 5'6", Mia Nienaber. She is the top three-point shooter on the club with 21 threes made. Also, the backcourt is a junior guard from Coleman, Tennessee. 31 minutes per game is what Jaylee Ruling plays. She's 5'5". Also in the backcourt, a 5'6" guard from Brevard, North Carolina, Alyssa Cheek. The front court is headlined by the conference's leading scorer, sophomore forward 5'10" Caroline Mullins from Jasper, Georgia, leads the league in scoring just under 20 a game and makes 47% of her shots. And the lineup rounds out with their center, 6-foot-tall sophomore Madison Looney. She's from Grundy, Virginia, and scores 13 points and grabs 5 rebounds per game. But Carson-Newman defensively against her held her to her lowest scoring effort of the year back in December. Carson-Newman's already taken the floor. UVA Wise late getting there. They break their huddle in their white uniforms with UVA written in red, Wise written in black. Carson-Newman's in its visiting blues that are with orange numerals on the front and back. Carson-Newman across the front as well. Knuckles and Mullins center jump circle. Mullins wins the tap, slapping it to Looney, and Wise has the first possession, moving right to left here in the Convocation Center. Cheek chest pass right side Nienaber. Lefty puts it on the floor and gives to Mullins left wing. Back to Nienaber. She faces, now gives to Cheek left wing. Throw it to the block for Looney. Looney backing down Knuckles, nowhere to go. Pitches it out to Mullins in the left corner. She drives middle, pulls up for a 10-footer, left it short. Defensive rebound collected by Keely Rogers. Rogers moves left to right and finds the trailing Sybil Penland. She crosses over, drives to the basket. Left-hand flip shot is too strong, and the rebound collected by Mullins. Transition, go the Cavs. Mullins to the basket, puts one up and is fouled. Rogers draws, or was forced in the air a little bit by Caroline Mullins, and the conference's leading scorer is going to the foul line. At the 9:18 mark of the opening quarter, Keely Rogers commits her first foul. That sends Mullins to the line, an 80% foul shooter. Fires the first one up and it swishes in. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, you can reach for Domino's and get large one-topping pizzas for $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Second one is, and the rebound slapped out to Sybil Penland. 1-0 Wise, 50 seconds in. Rogers transition, goes inside the arc, gives to Knuckles, back to Rogers, top of the key. Around his screen, driving left. Pulls back out and gives to Gonzalez, who cuts middle, stops and kicks it out, but a traveling violation called first. Gonzalez lost her footing in the lane, and it's Carson-Newman's first turnover. So a missed shot and a turnover on Carson-Newman's first 2 trips down the floor in the first minute of this South Atlantic Conference affair. Jaylee Ruling's the point guard for the team. She brings it up the floor right to left. Dribble handoff with Alyssa Cheek outside. Cheek, right-hand dribble, driving middle, gives it to Ruling right wing, fires a pass, knee neighbor, now to the right elbow, Looney catches and faces. Nearly had it poked away. It's still loose, and now a foul called by Sullivan. Or on Sullivan by the official in front of Carson-Newman's bench. Sullivan noticed the ball was a little loose and tried to reach in and steal it away, but fouled Madison Looney. Second team foul. First on Sullivan, allows Wise to re-inbound. They give it to Mullins around his screen. The righty crosses over, gets into the lane, drives to the basket, and flips it up and in with the right hand from the left side. First 3 points to Caroline Mullins and the Cavs. Gonzalez quickly the other way. Her penetration stopped at the block, and she turns it over, a steal. Cheek in transition right to left. Skip pass ahead. Mullins couldn't control it and traveled and fired it off the scores thing Wise. 7:57 to play in the opening quarter. We're back to the prior Eagles down 5-0 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza.
As we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons Up, which is through funding and facilities. Talons Up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
All right, Carson-Newman's gone down the floor on offense 4 times. They missed their first shot, and they've turned it over on their next 3 possessions. And Caroline Mullins has found a groove. She's made back-to-back field goals for the Cavaliers. And she has 5. Wise has 5. They have a 5-0 lead as Carson-Newman brings the ball front court out of the timeout. Sybil Penland gives to Maddie Knuckles, top of the key. Knuckles to Rogers' right side. They set a down screen for Sullivan. She catches the ball around a screen. Step back left wing 3 is short of the iron. Rebound fought for, loose underneath, controlled by Ruling. Cavaliers move right to left. Ruling crosses half court, navigates the transition defense, gives to the trailing Mullins, who pump fakes, gives it back to Ruling. Left wing 3 in the air. Good. An 8-0 start to the game as Jaylee Ruling knocks down the 3-pointer. Eagles still scoreless, 7:20 to go first quarter. Sullivan around a ball screen. Free throw line. She stops, pitches it to Gonzalez. They throw it inside. Lob pass caught by Knuckles. Skip it in the corner. Sybil Penland. One more. Rogers, left wing 3. Off to the right. And the long rebound goes out of bounds. So an 0 of 3 start now and 3 turnovers and 6 trips down the floor for CN. Meanwhile, UVA Wise has made its past 3 shots. Led by Mullins' 5 early points. 3 minutes in, Cavs by 8. Ruling reverses right side for Mullins. Around a screen, she drives middle. Kicks it out, wide open. Knee neighbor, 3 in the air, is too strong. Hit the backboard first. Long rebound into the corner. Rogers runs it down. Outlet pass goes to Maddie Knuckles, and the 5-man for the Eagles will bring it up the floor. Leave it off for Gonzalez around a Knuckles screen. She cuts and gives it to Sybil Penland. Left corner 3 is in the air. It's an air ball. And it goes out of bounds off Kersey. He's going to make a couple of changes here. Caroline Hill is coming off a 16-point performance against Coker last Friday. She's on the floor alongside Chloe Heath. As Carson-Newman trails 8-0, 6.5 to go first quarter. Just past Ruling, left side knee neighbor. Crossover dribble, now a left-hand dribble, a spin in the lane. Kicks it out to Ruling, top of the key. Reversed right side, Cheek. Cheek, a right-hand dribble, now a lob pass to Looney. Looney faces, driving on Heath. Spins, fadeaway shot is short. Defensive rebound, Chloe Heath. Outlet pass up the left side for Gonzalez as she crosses half court. Finds the trailing Sullivan, top of the key. She pump fakes the 3, drives to the basket. Tries to finish through contact, missed it. Rebound Wise. Mullins, transition, foul line shot is up and in. 7 for Mullins, 10 for Wise. With 5:45 to go first quarter. Lady Eagles haven't scored yet. They've missed their first 5 shots and have 3 turnovers. Gonzalez, right-hand dribble into the lane. Backing down Ruling and is fouled. Tried a right-hand jump hook from 8 feet and got whacked on the arm. First foul on the Cavaliers. Charged to the junior point guard, Jaylee Ruling. That'll send Emily Gonzalez to the foul line and allow Carson-Newman potentially to get on the score sheet for the first time in this game. First free throw from the senior from Knoxville is up and in to break the scoring drought of 4 minutes and 23 seconds to start this contest. Second foul shot in the air, and it is no good. Rolls off the right side of the iron. 10-1 the score, 5.5 to go first quarter. Alyssa Cheek has the ball, top of the key. Reverse left side, knee neighbor. The freshman spins against Caroline Hill. Doubled. Gives it to Ruling. Throw it inside, Looney. And she's fouled. Third team foul on Carson-Newman. will be charged to Emily Gonzalez, her first. Wise will inbound from the baseline as Carly Hayworth makes her first appearance off the bench and takes Gonzalez's place. So the only starters for CN right now are Knuckles and Sullivan. Mullins lobs the ball left wing for Neighbor, gives it back to Mullins, top of the key. Turns down the three, driving right, pulls up for an elbow shot, left it short. Defensive rebound, Carly Hayworth. Hayworth brings the ball up the floor, gives it to Sullivan right side. Jen, left-hand dribble into the lane, stops, pivots in the lane, kicks it out, Caroline Hill. Hill pump fakes a three, goes to the basket. Left-hand layup is good. Caroline Hill has Carson-Newman's first basket halfway through the quarter. 10-3, Cavs lead. Ruling, the point guard has the ball out front right side. Crossover dribble around a Looney screen, gives it to Neighbor left side. Hill defends with high hands on Neighbor at the top of the key. Left-hand pass to Mullins. Quick trigger three in the air, short. Defensive rebound, Chloe Heath. Heath brings the ball up the floor and finds Sullivan right side. Jen wants a Knuckles screen. Sullivan moves left around the screen, stops to pick and pop, three up in the air for Knuckles, and it's off to the left, and the ball is rebounded by Jaylee Ruling for the Cavaliers. Throw it inside, too far for Looney, and a turnover. Right idea, Madison Looney was running the floor, and the pass was just a little too far out in front. I already had our media timeout. The officials are signaling that this is a media timeout, and we'll play on. There should be no media here. Timeout was already called, but I think the refs have indicated that this is not a media. So with 4:23 to go first quarter, two teams will come back to the floor. Media came when Carson-Newman burned the timeout earlier in this quarter. 10-3, Eagles have the ball, trailing by 7. They've made just one of their first 7 shots in this first frame. Carly Hayworth, the point guard now for the Eagles, around a Chloe Heath screen, gives it back to Heath, top of the key. Now a handoff for Sullivan. Quick trigger three is in the air. It's short. Rebound Ruling. Ruling rebounds for the third time and brings it front court right to left. Top of the key, throw it inside. High post catch for Looney. Gets around Heath, and Heath recovers and blocks the shot. Transition, Carson-Newman. Caroline Hill, right wing. Nothing there. Her momentum's halted as she dribbles around a Knuckles screen, going to the basket. Left-hand shot, high off the window, is good. Caroline Hill has both of Carson-Newman's baskets, and it's 10-5 with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Good activity by Hill off the bench. She's made both her shots. Alyssa Cheek at the head of the key. Reverses to Neighbor right side. Chest pass Ruling, top of the key. Ruling fakes a pass, swings one left side. Now they post up Mullins at the block, backing down Knuckles. Fadeaway shot is no good. Looney offensive rebound, reverse layup too strong, and the rebound tapped out by Carson-Newman. A couple extra chances there for the Cavaliers, who have missed their last 5 shots and haven't scored in near 3 minutes. 10-5, Highland Cavaliers will inbound left baseline. Ruling looks, still looking. Timer getting close to 5. Ruling will get it in late to Looney, top of the key. Reversed right side, back to Ruling inside the arc. Backing down Carly Hayworth. Nothing there, and a reverse pass to Cheek. Throw it inside, high post to Looney. She faces, shoots, and it goes in and out as the shot. Rebound, Maddie Knuckles for Carson-Newman. 5-on-4 the other way right now. Carly Hayworth dribbles inside, gives it to Knuckles. Trailing 3 in the air. Bingo! Maddie Knuckles hits the trailing 3. And Carson-Newman has responded with an 8-0 scoring run to make it a 2-point game. Ruling spins in the lane, lobs it to Cheek. Cheek, a jab step at the free throw line, pulls up for a jump shot and buries it. That ends a drought for the Cavaliers. They had missed 6 straight shots prior to an Alyssa Cheek jump shot. Hayworth for the answer. Top of the key 3 is too strong. Rebound tapped out by Carson-Newman. Wise ball, 2:29 to play in the first quarter as Madeline Ladd makes her first appearance off the bench and takes Jen Sullivan's place. So Carson-Newman watched UVA Wise start this game on an extended 10-0 run for over 4 minutes. Carson-Newman responded with 8 straight over 3 minutes. And the Cavaliers have the last 2 to make it 12-8. 2:20 to go first quarter, rolling around a double screen. Gives it to Cheek, top of the key. The sophomore around a screen, gives it to a pick and pop 3 that is good in by Emily Priest. She makes 33% of her threes and knocks down that one to make it 15-8 with 2 to play in the first. Carly Hayworth does a dribble handoff with Caroline Hill, who pump fakes a three. Dribbles out front, spins, lost the ball, recovers, drives left, flips one up, a wild shot left short, rebound Wise. Ball loose in the backcourt, though, and Carly Hayworth comes to the ball to take it away. Hayworth into the basket and is called for an offensive foul. Hectic sequence there. Carson-Newman ended up with the ball, but Hayworth out of control. Barreled over a Cavaliers defender. First foul on Carly and the fourth by the team in this first quarter. 1:44 to play first quarter. 5 straight for the Cavaliers now. Cheek has the ball head of the key. Reversed right side to Priest. Top of the key, Nienaber. Chest pass left wing Cheek. Now to the block from Mullins. Backing down, Knuckles shoots over her. Missed it. Too strong. Defensive rebound, Madeline Ladd. Ladd brings the ball up the floor left to right for Carson-Newman. Crossover dribble around a screen. Pulls up in a mid-range shot left short. Rebound tapped around and controlled by the Cavaliers. 70 seconds to play first quarter. Ruling inside the arc. Right-hand dribble to the basket and scores it and one. Jaylee Ruling fouled by Carly Hayworth. Second on Carly. The 15th foul. Ruling finishes through the contact, and the Cavaliers have 7 straight. 67 seconds to play first quarter. Ruling to the line to try to complete a 3-point play. She's got 5 early points for the Cavaliers. Free throw's good. And she'll exit the floor, and in comes Izzy Profit, and Anderson transfer. 18-8. So we've had a 10-0 run by Wise to start the game, an 8-0 run by Carson-Newman, now another 8-0 run in this game, this one by Wise. So it's been a first quarter of runs here inside of the David J. Pryor Convocation Center. Gonzalez back into the game, lobs the ball to Chloe Heath, right elbow. Heath hands off for Knuckles. She'll step back for a 3, hit it, but a traveling violation was called. Took an extra step to get behind the line, and it's Carson-Newman's 5th turnover. So 5 Carson-Newman turnovers, 23% shooting, and that's why Carson-Newman's trailing by 10 here in the final 50 seconds of the first. Cheek dribbles out front, reverses right side Mullins. Mullins going to fire a 3 from the head of the key. It's well short. Nienaber saves it right to Priest, who puts a shot up and is blocked out of bounds by Heath. Just the extra plays right now from the Cavaliers as well going their way. Nienaber saves the ball inbounds right to her teammate, but Carson-Newman's defense recovered well enough there. Inbound for Profit, left baseline. Fakes a pass, still looks. Lobs it inside, Priest the catch. A pump fake, a power dribble, goes up and is fouled. Foul on Carson-Newman. They're out of fouls to give. It is a shooting foul regardless on Chloe Heath, her first. And with 39.1 seconds left in this first quarter, Emily Priest to the foul line. First one's up, in and out, no good. Priest from Louisa, Kentucky, 17 minutes per game off the bench. Gives them good numbers, 6 points, 3 rebounds per game. Goes 0 of 2, but Mullins rebounds the ball, puts it up, and is fouled. So 2 missed foul shots. Caroline Mullins' offensive rebound, and another foul on Carson-Newman will send Mullins to the line. First on Maddie Knuckles. So 37 seconds left now as Mullins goes to the line. Cavaliers have grabbed 5 offensive rebounds in the opening frame. First free throw's good. Carson-Newman has committed 7 fouls in the quarter to Wise's 1. Mullins makes the first free throw, 19-8, and now 20-8. A 10-0 Wise scoring run here in the first quarter has propelled them out to a 12-point lead now. Gonzalez top of the key, fakes a dribble handoff inside the lane. Pick and pop with Maddie Knuckles, right wing 3 in the air. It's too strong. Long rebound to Mullins. Her 4th of the quarter. Jamie Klusman from across the way says we'll hold for the final shot of the quarter. Mullins crosses half court at 15 seconds. Dribbles with no pressure out front. 10 seconds. Mullins asks for a screen at 7. Moving left around the screen, dishes corner, Cheek 3 in the air, swish. 23-8 at the end of the first quarter. It was a first quarter of scoring runs here in the Pryor Convocation Center. Wise started the game on a 10-0 run. Carson-Newman countered with an 8-0 scoring run. And the Cavaliers throw the final punch posing a 13-0 run over the final 2:38 to take a 15-point lead into the second quarter. We're back for the second frame after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Adversity for Carson-Newman as it heads on the road for the first time in the month of February. It allows the Cavaliers to jump out to a 23-8 advantage in the first quarter of this game. Largest deficit for the Lady Eagles since it faced Lenore Rhine back on January the 10th. First time Carson-Newman's trailed by double digits since that game as well. It's a 15-point deficit as the Lady Eagles start with the ball in the second quarter. Sullivan around a ball screen. Step back shot from the foul line is an air ball off to the right. 23-8. Carson-Newman's going to press here to start the second quarter. Full court pressure, the look here as the Cavaliers get ready to inbound. Cheek. Inbounds Mullins. Mullins fakes a pass, picks up her dribble in the backcourt, needs help, lobs it to Cheek. Cheek sprints up the floor and fires a pass to Profit. One more into the corner for Nienaber, who drives, gives it to Priest. Bounce past Mullins. She's doubled. Dribbles away from it, gives it back to Priest. Three in the air, swish. 16-0 run for UVA Wise. And this is Carson-Newman's largest deficit of the season as Gonzalez is fouled on her drive to the basket. 26-8 the score, as Gonzalez will get free throws with 9:25 to play in the second quarter. Just the third time this year, or rather fourth time, that Carson-Newman's trailed by double digits in a game and now has its largest deficit of the year as Gonzalez tries to trim into it with a free throw that she swishes in. 26-9, Gonzalez has both of her points from the foul line. Next shot is in the air, and it is good, 26-10. That snaps a 16-0 scoring run for the Cavaliers over the final 2+ of the first and the last 30 here in the second as Rogers tried to jump the passing lane and just committed her second foul, bumping into Cheek. So 2 on Keely Rogers. Mike Mincy for now leaves her on the floor as his team backs up into a man-to-man defense in the half court, trailing by 16 with 9:15 to play in the first half. Mullins, head of the key, around a ball screen. Drives inside the arc, gives it to Priest. One dribble and a faked handoff for Cheek. Now a re-handoff to Cheek. Pick and pop pass thrown near the backcourt, but Nienaber tracks it down before it goes across half court. She drives around Penland to the basket. Left hand layup too strong. Defensive rebound, Sybil Penland. She sprints up the floor, no numbers. Fakes a pass, now gives to the trailing Sullivan. Sullivan, the reigning sack player of the week, is scoreless in this game right now. Right-hand dribble going to the basket, and his foul before the shot was attempted. Foul on Caroline Mullins. Just the second foul by Wise in the game. Second foul in this quarter, third in the game. First on Mullins. Rogers, left elbow, has the ball. Gives it to Sullivan. We've got an illegal screen away from the ball. Offensive foul before the Sullivan 3 on Abigail Johnson. So second team foul on the Lady Eagles. First on Johnson. Alyssa Cheek to inbound against Carson-Newman's full court pressure. Mullins fakes a pass, now bounces one for Profit. She fakes a pass, overhead pass front court for Cheek to break the pressure. Priest, one dribble, steps into a 3. It's in the air. It is short. And a rebound collected by Rogers. Rogers brings the ball to Gonzalez, who drives to the basket, puts one up, missed it, and the rebound slapped out by Carson-Newman. Eagles wanted some contact on the drive, didn't get it. It's another missed shot. And Mize has the ball. Carson-Newman started the game 3 of 16 from the field. Inbound to Mullins in the backcourt. Pass tipped, controlled by Cheek, gives it up the sideline for Priest. Priest slows her momentum and finds Cheek. Right-hand dribble, gives it back to Priest. She pump fakes this 3. Stops, now gives it to Nienaber, top of the key. Nienaber looks inside, now whips one in, but it's a bad pass, and it's thrown away. Turnover number 3 for Wise. Gives the ball back to Carson-Newman. We're exactly 2 minutes into quarter 2. McMincy's team has made just 3 baskets, and 2 of them are by Caroline Hill. Nobody on the floor has made a basket in this game for Carson-Newman, and they throw it inside to Abigail Johnson, backing down Priest. She goes up, gets blocked. Johnson going back to work. Right-hand shot up, short, rebound Priest. Transition, Cavaliers. Mullins, one-handed pass inside, deflected, and it goes out off Carson-Newman. 7:36 to go in the second. Inbound coming for the Cavaliers. The lead by 16, spanning the 2 quarters, went on a 16-0 run. Inbound to Cheek. A jab step as she faces, driving baseline on Sullivan, gives it to the left wing for Profit's 3, and she bangs it in. Izzy Profit has Wise's 5th 3, and it's back to a 19-point game, 29-10. Sullivan right wing around a Johnson screen. Steps back, elbow shot in the air, well off to the left. Rogers offensive rebound. Keeley driving inside, flips one up, missed it strong. Rebound Carson-Newman again, but Gonzalez tried to go to the basket and lost it. And we've got a foul going for the loose ball. I think 2 of the officials had a foul before a tie-up. And it's on Izzy Profit. First on Profit, 3rd by Wise. Carson-Newman will make a change, and back into the game is Maddie Knuckles. Profit out for Wise. They'll bring Jaylee Ruling back into the game. Gonzalez inbounds, and the pass deflected and stolen, but nearly given back, but Wise controls as Cheek brings it front court. Skip pass left side, Priest, trailing Nienaber. Now to the right side, Cheek. Finds a cutting Ruling. She fakes a pass. Now hands for Mullins. Mullins drives middle. Met by 2, forced to dribble away from the double and give it to Cheek. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Alyssa Cheek, right-hand dribble, backing down Sullivan. Puts one up and is fouled. Second foul on Jennifer Sullivan. Will send Alyssa Cheek to the foul line with 6:38 to play in the second quarter, and Carson-Newman's deficit nearing 20. Free throw up and in, 30-10. Is Carson-Newman's deficit here against the Cavaliers, who have not lost to a SAC team in this building this year. Next foul shot up and in for Alyssa Cheek. And it's 31-10. Carson-Newman has not been in a groove whatsoever, and it has not scored in 3 minutes as well. Sybil Penland around a couple of screens. Stops in the lane, goes up with a shot, got blocked by Priest. Offensive rebound, Rogers. She fakes a pass, now gives to Gonzalez, left corner. Emily, a right-hand dribble to the basket, running shot up and in for Emily Gonzalez. Her first field goal ends a drought of 3 minutes. 31-12. Ruling up the floor to Cheek. Cheek goes around Sybil Penland, now gives it to Priest, and we've got an offensive foul. Alyssa Cheek ran over Jen Sullivan, who took a risky charge. She's playing with 2 fouls. Steps in there and takes the charge, though, and draws Alyssa Cheek's first foul. 6:04 to play in the second quarter. Rogers and Penland to the bench. Mike Mincy brings Caroline Hill and Chloe Heath back to the floor. 31-12. Carson-Newman's 4 of its first 22 shots from the field. Knuckles faces. Fires a pass into the corner for Gonzalez, who crosses over, going baseline. Backing down, Ruling goes up and is fouled. So that is going to be the second foul on Jaylee Ruling. Cavaliers have committed 5 now in the quarter. And that'll force Kendra West, a freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee, into the game. So Cavaliers will have to send one of their starters to the bench with 2 fouls as Gonzalez gets 2 free throws. The senior's first one is up and swished in. 6 for Emily of Carson-Newman's 13 to lead the way. Next foul shot in the air, swished in, 31-14, 5:47 to play second quarter. Carson-Newman has the last 4. Mullins lost the ball in the backcourt, recovers, lobs a pass near midcourt. It's caught by Neighbor. She drives inside, tries to spin, loses the ball, recovers, and gives to West. West pump fakes a 3, gives it off to Cheek, left wing. She dribbles with the right hand into the middle of the floor, now spins on Harrell, puts one up, and scores. Alyssa Cheek has her 9th point, and it's back to a 19-point game, 33-14. Sullivan for the answer. Her three-pointer is short, and Emily Priest grabs the rebound. Cheek brings it up the floor, no numbers, but she'll drive inside, spin on Sullivan, and lost it on the way up. And it's off Wise as well. 5:09 to go first half. Carson-Newman trails by 19 and has been down as many as 21 in this first half. Gonzalez will walk it up the floor for the Lady Eagles, who are shooting just 17% from the field. They give it to Heath, the foul line. Now hands off to a driving Knuckles, who goes to the basket, misses her running right-hand layup, and it's rebounded by Neighbor. Neighbor to the trailing Mullins. She hop steps in the lane, goes to the basket, and is fouled. Chloe Heath fouled Caroline Mullins, and that is Chloe's second foul as well. And that brings us to a timeout. If it's been all UVA Wise in a building they've only lost in once this year, and that was in the season opener to Concord. 33-14, Cavaliers in control against the Eagles on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Carson-Newman's trailed by as many as 21. The deficit right now is 19 as Caroline Mullins is set to shoot free throws out of this media timeout. Eagle fans, you should check out the Eagles Shop. They are the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles and the only place where you can get Carson-Newman apparel such as Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. All those brands are available if you visit the Eagles Shop online at eagleshop.cn. .edu. First time Carson-Newman's trailed by 20-plus in a game since last season's South Atlantic Conference Tournament semifinals. Lady Eagles trailed by as many as 32, and that loss to the Trojans. As Mullins' first free throw is swished in, 34-14, in what has been one of Carson-Newman's poorest efforts in a half this year. Next free throw is good. 35-14, a 3-touchdown advantage for the Cavaliers with 4:48 to play in the first half. Hayworth dribbles and hands off for Sullivan. Sullivan hands to Caroline Hill. Hill, right-hand dribble, hesitates, now drives to the basket. Right-hand flip shot is good, driving to the rim. Caroline Hill's made 3 of her 4 shots, now has 6 points, and it's 35-16, 4.5 to go in the first half. West, pull-up shot is good. Carson-Newman was not guarding Kendra West. She was wide open in the corner. It's back to a 21-point game as Hayworth brings it front court. Between the legs, dribble around a screen. Carly gives it to Maddie Knuckles, right wing. Knuckles, a jab step, now a drive inside the arc. Spins, loses the ball, turnover, and West has it for the Cavaliers, driving to the basket. Running shot is up and in. 39-16, timeout, Mike Mincy. His second timeout he's called in this first half. Cavaliers have made their last 4 shots from the field. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years is Magaha Electric, the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. You can visit magahaelectric.com for all your electric contracting needs. Magaha Electric is your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Carson-Newman in the game, 5 for 25. They are 1 of 9 from 3, but They have allowed Wise to shoot 48% and 56% from three. And the Lady Eagles have also turned it over 8 times, and Wise has turned those 8 turnovers into 10 points as well. And it has never seemed like Carson-Newman's been in a groove. Here this evening so far, Cavaliers jumped out to a 10-0 scoring run. And even though Carson-Newman countered with an 8-0 scoring run, UVA Wise responded with a 16-0 run, and they have not looked back. 4 to play in the first half. Chloe Heath gives the ball to Sullivan around his screen. Jen goes behind the back at the right wing. Now hesitates, drives baseline, stops 8 feet away from the basket, gives it to Hayworth. Carly dribbles the ball, crossing over, driving to the basket. Shot blocked out of bounds by Neighbor. Cavaliers doing it on both ends of the floor. Good move by Hayworth, but couldn't do anything with the shot as Neighbor rejected it out of bounds. 10 to shoot. Carly will inbound left baseline. Fakes a lob pass, now gives to Sullivan at the wing. Reverse to Knuckles with 5. Maddie around his screen with 4. Gives it to the baseline. Sullivan 3 is well short. Rebound loose underneath, controlled by the Cavaliers. The reigning conference player of the week is 0 of 7 from the field. Out front, Cavaliers have made their last 4 shots from the field. Neighbor still dribbling, crossing over, going to the basket on Hayworth. Flip shot up, no good, but a foul. And that is Carly Hayworth charged the foul. Third foul on Carly Hayworth. Carson-Newman's 5th team foul. 3:16 to go in the first half. Sullivan out, Ladd in. And in playing with 3 fouls. Neighbor's first foul shot up and in. Cavaliers have made 9 of their 12 foul shots. Have taken advantage of a Carson-Newman team that has committed 2 times more fouls in this first half. 41-16, 25-point deficit for the Lady Eagles here in the first half. Hayworth dribbling, drives, bounce pass, deflected out. Inbound for Carson-Newman. Hayworth will do it from the baseline, right side. Mike Mincy barks for a play call. Hayworth fakes a lob pass, goes into the corner for Madeline Ladd. Throw it inside. Maddie Knuckles backing down Caroline Mullins. A right-hand jump hook is good. Knuckles has her 5th point. It's 41-18, 3 to play first half. Deflected pass in the backcourt and a steal for Madeline Ladd. Ladd looks, bounce pass to a cutting Knuckles. She stops, shoots, missed it inside. And the ball tapped out by Wise with 2:49 to play in the first half. So Carson-Newman forces a turnover and gets the ball back underneath, down 23. Caroline Hill will inbound from the baseline. Looks, lobs to Madeline Ladd at the right wing. Ladd around a screen, dribbles once and lobs it out front for Hayworth. Shot clock nears 10 as Carly goes around a screen, steps back, gives it to Caroline Hill. She pump fakes a 3 with 7, spins in the lane, running shot with the left hand is good. Caroline Hill has 8 points off the bench, 4 straight for the Eagles, and it's a 21-point game. Pass into the middle for Mullins. She rips through, is doubled, stops her momentum, and gives it to the trailing Cheek to break the timeline. Top of the key, pass reversed to Priest, now to the head of the key for Neighbor. 1 dribble and her pass reversed for Cheek left wing. Throw it inside for Priest, backing down Ladd. Hesitates, fades away with a shot and scores with ease. Emily Priest has 8 points, and it's back to a 23-point Wise advantage. 2 to play first half. Hayworth, step back shot, left elbow. It's in the air, it's short. Offensive rebound, Maddie Knuckles, and a foul on Wise. It'll be the second foul on Caroline Mullins with 2 to play, or just under 2 to play in this first half. With a $155, it's also the 5th team foul on UVA Wise, so Maddie Knuckles is going to the free throw line. Mullins is going to check out with those 2 fouls, and Grace Viborni will come into the game. Keely Rogers is going to come in as well for Carson-Newman, and out goes Chloe Heath. All right, so Maddie Knuckles to the line. Carson-Newman's 5 of 6 in this first half. First one up for Maddie hits the back of the iron and falls through. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. You can let them serve you by visiting trilite.net. Knuckles makes both. It is a 21-point game, 43-22. Can the Lady Eagles make a little run here late in this first half and take some momentum into the locker room? Lob pass backcourt for Neighbor. She fakes one, throws a pass well over the head of a intended target. It's a turnover. Eagles force it and have the ball front court. Hayworth reverses to Caroline Hill. A jab step, a pump fake on a three. Dribbled it off her own foot and recovers now left wing. Picks up her dribble, lobs inside and turns it over. Tried to find a rolling Maddie, but the pass sailed over her head out of bounds. Turnover number 9 by Carson-Newman. Pressure in the backcourt, a near steal. It's loosened, controlled by Carson-Newman. Rogers the steal, right hand layup, good. 19-point game. Lady Eagles have scored 6 straight. Pass in the middle for Priest. Up the left side goes Neighbor. Sprinting inside the arc, pass deflected out. Lady Eagles gaining some late momentum here in half one, thanks to a mini run of 8-2 in the last 2 minutes. West inbounding left baseline, needs help, lobs it left wing for Priest. Priest crosses over, dribbling inside the arc, stops her momentum, and gives a pass to Cheek. Cheek around his screens, a pick and pop, 3 for Priest. That's in the air and is too strong. Rebound Keely Rogers and has it knocked out by Wise. All right, so another defensive stop for the Lady Eagles. That stops a stretch where Wise had made its past 5 shots as well. 19-point game, less than a minute to play in the first half. Hayworth dribbling right wing, goes around Neighbor, whips a pass into the corner for Rogers, but an offensive foul called, and Carly Hayworth has 4 fouls. Hayworth called for her second offensive foul in this game, and Carly will come out with 4 fouls as Emily Gonzalez will return to the floor. Wise forces Carson-Newman into its 10th turnover in this first half and will inbound from the opposite baseline before Carson-Newman sets up its pressure as well. Inbound, backcourt, Cheek. 45 seconds to play. Cheek navigates and lobs for Neighbor, right side in front of the Wise bench. Fakes a pass, goes up the right side for Cheek. 2-on-1, they give it to Verboni. Driving baseline, puts a shot up, missed it. Rebound, can't be saved in by Carson-Newman's Gonzalez. He goes out of bounds along the baseline, and Wise keeps it. With 34 seconds left in the first half, 16 on the shot clock. West inbounding, lobs it top of the key, Cheek. She pump fakes a 3, crosses over at the foul line, lost the ball. Ladd steals it and takes it away. Shot clock off, and Ladd turns it over. Pass over the head of Caroline Hill, trying to sprint in transition. And the Lady Eagles have 11 turnovers now. 24.5 seconds to play. Ball retrieved after it went into the deep corner right side. And so now Wise can inbound. Shot clock is off. Carson-Newman pressing. Inbound to Cheek. Cheek, right-hand dribble up the sideline, stopped. She's doubled, gives it to Neighbor. Neighbor sprints across half court in time, drives inside the arc, pass deflected, stolen by Rogers. Eagles running the break. Keeley on the break, one-on-one. Euro step in the lane is up, no good. Blocking foul the call. Offensive foul is what Jamie Klusman wanted, but Alyssa Cheek charged for the blocking foul in transition on Keely Rogers. That's the second on Cheek. A lot of fouls in this first half now. Counting that foul on Cheek, there have been 21 fouls called in this first half as Rogers' first free throw rolls off the iron. In her first trip to the stripe, just Carson-Newman's second miss. 8 seconds left in the half. Rogers' next one is good. 43-25. West will inbound to Cheek. 6 seconds. Cheek's walking it up the floor. 4 seconds. 3. Are they going to shoot a shot here? 2 seconds. 1 at half court. Cheek will fire one up late, and it's off the glass too strong. 43-25 is Carson-Newman's halftime deficit. They trailed by as many as 25, but do whittle it down to an 18-point game. They do end the first half on a 9-2 scoring run in the final 3 minutes to make this an 18-point game, 43-25. As they've hit halftime here inside the David J. Pryor Convocation Center. We break it all down with the Eagle Shop halftime report after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime on the Eagle Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagle Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Euro step in the lane, shot up off glass. It falls in for Keely Rogers.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside to the David J. Pryor Convocation Center, where Carson-Newman trails by 18 points at halftime, its largest halftime deficit of the season, and it's because of the start that UVA Wise got out to in this game. First quarter and really the whole half was a half, and especially a first quarter of runs. UVA Wise started the game on a 10-0 scoring run over the first 4 minutes of the game to lead 10-0, but Carson-Newman would counter. It would go on an 8-0 scoring run over just over 3 minutes to make it a 2-point game, but Carson-Newman would get no closer for the rest of that first half. Final 13 of the first and the first 3 of the second, and the 16-0 run spanning quarters allowed the Cavaliers to lead 26-8 early in quarter 2. Emily Gonzalez for Carson-Newman scored the first 6 points of the second quarter to make it a 17-point game. But then Wise went on another extended scoring run. This one was a 10-2 run that lasted for 2 minutes to make it 41-16. That 25-point lead was and is Wise's largest lead of the first half. But Carson-Newman did grab some momentum to end the first half, to take into the locker room. They end the half on a 9-2 scoring run to trail by 8 points. But to sum it up, it is one of Carson-Newman's worst offensive quarters and halves of a season. They shoot 25%, 8 of 32, 1 of 10 from 3. Jen Sullivan's 0 of 7 from the field. Leading the way is Caroline Hill. She made 4 for 5 shots off the bench with 8 points, while Emily Gonzalez and Maddie Knuckles each scored 7. But on the flip side, Cavaliers, besides turnovers late in the half, fared very well. They shoot 50% from 3 and 47 from the field, and they shot 60% in that second quarter, but did turn it over 4 times in the final 2 minutes, and that's what helped aid Carson-Newman's late 9-2 scoring run. to end that first half of play to make it 43-25. So overall, Carson-Newman's just not had its groove. It's never led in this game, and despite rallying early in that first quarter to make it a 2-point game, has not been able to find its groove on offense or defense. Has struggled to defend Wise, who, as we've said, shot 47% and made 50% of its three-pointers. Caroline Mullins is the conference's leading scorer. She had 11 points and 4 assists, along with 5 rebounds and 3 steals in that first half. Carson-Newman trailed by as many as 25, largest deficit of the year and largest halftime deficit of the season as well. But this is a team that has showed the ability this year to rally. The Lady Eagles have had great third quarters before when they beat Wingate at Wingate and beat Francis Marion at Francis Marion in consecutive games. They trailed at halftime, but those deficits were single digits, and this one's double digits, trailing by 18, 43-25 at the break. We continue on with our Eagle Shop halftime report. We take a look around the South Atlantic Conference as we begin the final month of the regular season. We'll tell you how Lenore Ryan and others are doing. The Bears right now are tied for first with Carson-Newman. We'll see how they're doing when we return courtside to the Convocation Center after this.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
All right, Andrew Rogers, glad to have you back courtside where Carson-Newman has its largest halftime deficit of the year, trailing by 18 at UVA Wise, a Cavaliers team that has not lost a SAC home game this year. Lenore Ryan is tied with Carson-Newman for first place in the league entering the final month of the year, and the Bears are having no issues with Wingate at home. Bears shoot 55% from the field, led by Aaliyah L's game-high 12, and they lead Wingate, who is tied with UVA Wise for fifth by 20. 51-31 is that halftime score. Lincoln Memorial is tied with Coker for third place. Those two teams a game back of first. And LMU having its way against Tusculum. 44-19 is that score early third quarter. Lexi Patty has 17 to lead all scorers. Anderson in control at halftime. That's Carson-Newman's next opponent on Saturday. They're up 20 on Newberry. The Trojans started the game on a 30-5 run. They outscored the Wolves 30-5 in the first quarter and held Newberry to just one made field goal in the frame, while the Trojans made 13 baskets, led by Ciara Harris's 17 points and 5 steals. Somewhat of a surprising score here. Coker trails by 14 to Catawba, 36-22. The Indians among a trio of teams that are trying to stay above water for the South Atlantic Conference tournament. Only the top 8 teams make the field, and they are currently in a 3-way tie for 7th, and a win at Coker would be a good one for the Indians, who have a 36-22 advantage over Coker. One other game on the slate tonight is Emory and Henry traveling and facing.
Sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal? Turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, losing her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, 3 from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
All right, back courtside at the Convocation Center, where it is a halftime score of 43 for UVA Wise and 25 for Carson-Newman. Before we start the second half, let's allow stations to identify themselves along the Eagle Sports Network. All right, back courtside. Skip Roberts back in network control. Glad he is keeping us on the air throughout this broadcast. The first of 2 tonight. Adam Cavalier will have coverage of the men's contest with the Cavaliers as Carson-Newman's men's basketball team tries to sweep the season series with UVA Wise. They won in Holt Fieldhouse by a slim margin, and we'll try to sweep the Cavaliers, who are one of the top teams in the SAC on the men's side as well. But here in the women's contest, it's an 18-point lead Eagles deficit at the break. And UVA Wise is going to start the second half trying to do something they've never done, and that's beat Carson-Newman. The Lady Eagles have won all 15 meetings in this series and have had no problems scoring, but they've had all kinds of problems scoring in that first half. Only shot 25%, and top that with 11 turnovers, and that's a recipe for disaster. And that's what that first half was about for CN. Wise and Carson-Newman back on the floor. Wise ball to start the second half. They have their starters out there. Carson-Newman has Caroline Hill starting the second half instead of Sybil Penland. Left wing, Madison Looney, a couple of dribbles and a handoff to Alyssa Cheek. Now she hands off to Mullins. In and out dribble, now a handoff for Looney. She pump fakes a 3, now gives it to Cheek. Cheek with 12. Crossover dribble on Sullivan. Stops, gives it to Mullins. Left wing 3 in the air. Left it short. Rebound defensively by Maddie Knuckles. One possession at a time if you're Carson-Newman. You've got 20 minutes of basketball to rally. Gonzalez inside the arc goes corner for Keely Rogers. Fakes a pass, goes between the legs, driving baseline, gives it to Knuckles. Right corner 3 is up short, and it's also an air ball into the hands of Jaylee Ruling. Transition. Ruling, hands off, Cheek, turns down the 3, and dribbles out front. Knee neighbor, a pass for Ruling. Fakes a pass, now gives to Looney, left wing. Eyed up a 3, now instead puts it on the floor, driving on Knuckles. Puts one up over Maddie Knuckles, high off the window, scores. First basket for Madison Looney. It's a 20-point game. Hill for the answer, right wing, it's good. Caroline Hill off the bench has 11 back-to-back games. She has scored in double figures. And it's a 17-point game. Wise breaks Carson-Newman's full court pressure, 3-on-2. Knee neighbor leaves it off. Looney, a power dribble, a shot up, blocked by Knuckles, out of bounds, off of Looney. Good interior defending that time by Maddie Knuckles, the conference's second leading shot blocker. Has her second of the day and gives the ball back to Carson-Newman. Gonzalez walks it up the floor, moving right to left in the second half. Chest pass right wing, Sullivan. Throws it inside for Maddie Knuckles. She catches, faces, pump fakes, driving baseline, reverse layup up with the right hand from the left side is good. 15-point game and 5 straight by CN. Cheek inbounds, middle of the floor, Mullins. Left-handed pass up the sideline for knee neighbor. She drives, finds the trailing Ruling. At the baseline she goes, lobs it to Looney. 12-foot shot is up, no good. Long rebound, Mullins. She goes back up with a shot, wildly missed it. Rogers, defensive rebound. Keeley up the floor, swings it to Caroline Hill. Left wing 3, in the air, swish! 12-point game, second 3 for Hill. 45-33. Ruling brings it front court and fouled by Keely Rogers. Keely Rogers just committed her third foul, second Lady Eagle with 3 or more in the game. So an 8-0 run for Carson-Newman now in the last 67 seconds of this third quarter, as Emily Priest returns to the floor after the foul. 7:46 to go third quarter, a 25-point first-half deficit down to 12 here early in the third. Priest around a screen, gives it to Cheek left side. Cheek dribbling at the wing. Around a Priest screen, fires a long 3. It's up too strong. Rebound deflected by Rogers, can't control it. It ends up with knee neighbor, shovels it off. Mullins catches and scores off glass. Timeout, Mike Mincy. 47-33. And Carson-Newman head coach Mike Mincy's burned 3 of his 4 available timeouts. He's got 1 left with 7:25 to play in the third quarter. Carson-Newman had an 8-0 run just snapped by Caroline Mullins, but it's within 14 with 7:25 to play in the third quarter. Back to Wise's Convocation Center after these messages along the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
All right, back courtside at UVA Wise's Convocation Center, where Carson-Newman's trying to rally from down 25 in the first half, an 18-point halftime deficit. Whittled down to 14 here early in the third. 7:20 to play. Gonzalez dribbles in front of the sideline here and gives it to Sullivan, who reverses to Rogers, a handoff for Hill. Caroline pump fakes a 3, dribbling at the top of the key. Wants a knuckle screen, uses it, moving right. Pick and pop with Maddie. She'll fire a top of the key 3 up, and it goes in and out. Ruling the rebound, but she's tied up, and it's a jump ball. Carson-Newman possession. So Gonzalez gets her two hands in there and ties up possession with Jaylee Ruling. To force the possession arrow that favors Carson-Newman. So the held ball gives it to the Eagles. Gonzalez will inbound to Rogers in the corner. Keeley between the legs dribble in the lane around a screen. Pump fakes, feeds it off. Knuckles wide open, right hand layup is good. 12-point game. Knuckles in double figures with 11. Cheek, pass front court. It's deflected. Stolen by Rogers for Carson-Newman. Pass front court for Caroline Hill. One dribble three in the air. It's short. Cheek rebounds. Cheek pressured by Gonzalez and brings it across. The point guard lobs it to Priest right side. Top of the key now, Mia Nienaber, the team's top three-point shooter. Thought about it, now gives to Cheek left wing. Alyssa Cheek spins in the lane, floats one up from 10 feet and banks it in. Alyssa Cheek has 11. Her 9th game of the year in double figures, makes it a 14-point game again as Gonzalez comes the other way and is fouled, scores the field goal and one. Emily Gonzalez right to the rim, quickly the other way for her second basket and 9th point. And again, it's back down to 12. 49-37, 6:14 to go in the third. Gonzalez is in double figures with the free throw make. She has 10, and Carson-Newman's made 5 of its last 7 shots here to begin the third. Ruling to Cheek. Cheek fakes a pass, now gives it back to Ruling, who gives it back to Cheek, and now into the middle of the floor for Mullins to break the pressure. To the baseline, Nienaber trailing Ruling. No numbers, they give it to Priest, who pump fakes a three, goes to the basket, stops, traveled, but no call was made. Eagles blocked the shot and rebounded. Rogers transition, gives it to Gonzalez. Right wing dribble into the lane, kicks it Knuckles. Now out front Sullivan. Left hand dribble for Sullivan, pump fakes a three, gives it to Maddie at the right wing. Knuckles driving right, gives to Gonzalez, who goes to the basket, gets blocked by Nienaber at the rim. Good defense there by the freshman, and Wise rebounds. Cheek transition to Ruling right corner. She pump fakes a three, gives it to Nienaber, three in the air. In and out, rebound Rogers. Keeley has 9 rebounds in the game. Right side, Sullivan catches. Couple of dribbles, into the lane, pulls up from the elbow, and it goes in and out, does the shot. Rebound fought for. Wise has it. Outlet pass stolen by Rogers to Caroline Hill. She pump fakes. Eagles reset, fresh 30. Caroline Hill around his screen. Defender goes under. Hill can't make her pay. Too strong with the three, and Priest rebounds. 11-point game halfway through the third. Ruling, spins, gives it to Priest. Three in the air is up. Good. Swish. Timeout UVA Wise. And it'll bring us to a media break as well. 4:52 to play. Emily Priest has her third three. She's got 11. And Wise has extended its lead back to 14 with 4:52 to play in the third quarter. Carson-Newman faring well in this third quarter of play. It has whittled down the halftime deficit thanks to 46% shooting, but still trails by 14 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back courtside to UVA Wise's Convocation Center, where Carson-Newman's deficit has been as many as 25. It's down to 14 with 4:52 to play in quarter three. First Bank is the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location today to get your Carson-Newman debit card to show your Eagles pride. Carson-Newman ball after Wise burned its first time out. Hill around the screen, throws it inside. Knuckles goes up, scores a shot off glass, and one. Good finish in the lane by Maddie Knuckles through the contact by Emily Priest. Another three-point play opportunity, second of the quarter for the Lady Eagles. As Priest commits her first foul. Free throw no good by Maddie Knuckles. Wise rebounds. Mullins doubled, though, in the backcourt. Throws it into the front court where Knuckles will wait for it and steal the ball. Wise turns it over for the 14th time. Dribble handoff with Caroline Hill out front. Hill, top of the key dribble. Hands off for Sullivan, who is scoreless. Jen has missed all 8 of her shots. Steps back, now bounces it inside. Knuckles catches, gives it to Rogers. Left corner 3 in the air. Bingo! Keeley's got a 3. Carson-Newman's got 4 in the game, and it's a single-digit game with 4:10 to play. Mullins doubled, gives it to Profit. Profit lobs it front court for Mullins to the baseline. Knee neighbor. Catch shot up, blocked by Sybil Penland, out of bounds. Carson-Newman's defense has been chaotic here in the third, and they've also fared very well on the offensive end. They've made 3 of their 7 threes and are shooting 54% in this frame. Mullins backing down Rogers. Fadeaway shot. It barely hit the rim. Rebound Carson-Newman. Caroline Hill out of the pack with the ball. Skip pass front court. Sullivan driving to the rim. Puts one up. Wild shot. Missed it, but then threw it off cheek to save it in play. Sullivan now has missed all 9 of her shots. That one was blocked, but it was going to go off Sullivan. Wisely, she caught it in midair and fired it off cheek to keep it with Carson-Newman. 3:44 to go third quarter. It's a 9-point game as they inbound to Rogers at the elbow. Bounce pass in the lane for Knuckles. Knuckles faces against the defensive Priest. Right-hand dribble, goes to the basket, got stripped on the way there, recovers and gives to Rogers, right wing. 10 to shoot. Keeley, in and out dribble, going to the basket, forces one up and scores off the window. 7-point game on Rogers' third basket. Double team in the backcourt. Cheek, hounded, needs help. Bodies fall in the backcourt. Wise has the ball. Knee neighbor bounce pass. Priest catches and is fouled. 3:11 to go third quarter. Carson-Newman's in the midst of a 7-0 scoring run before a foul on Sybil Penland, her second and Carson-Newman's second of this third quarter. Another mini run for the Lady Eagles. Inbound and knee neighbor. Bounce pass. Mullins saw Rogers go for the steal. Now drive inside and a foul. Maddie Knuckles called for her second foul. Third team foul, second on this possession, will send Caroline Mullins to the line. 7-point game with 3:05 to play in the third. Mullins at the stripe. Conference's leading scorer by average makes the first free throw. Carson-Newman's not gone any big scoring runs. That was a 7-0 run that just came to an end, and they had an 8-0 run over 60 seconds earlier this quarter, but they have just whittled away at this thing slowly but surely as Mullins makes them both. And it's a 9-point game, 54-45, 3 to play in the third. Sullivan right wing with the dribble around a Knuckles screen. Gives it to Caroline Hill right wing. Hill dribbles the ball after the catch. Now lobs it inside. Penland the catch. A power dribble. A left-hand layup is good. 54-47. Carson-Newman's already scored 23 points in the frame and trails again by 7. 2:45 to play. Middle of the floor, Mullins catches, sprints up the floor. 4-on-2 break. Mullins to the trailing Priest. Her 3 is in the air, and it is in and out. Offensive rebound, knee neighbor. In the lane, kicks it back out. Priest tries again. This one swished in. Fourth 3 for Emily Priest. Back to a 10-point game. Carson-Newman the other way. Hill left wing. Around his screen. Caroline, right-hand dribble, stops, shoots off glass, and scores. 57-49. Carson-Newman has 24 points in the quarter after 25 in the entire first half. Profit has the ball. Fakes a pass, now gives to Mullins. Left wing, knee neighbor. One more. Priest, 3. Swish. Emily Priest has hit 5 threes in the game, and it's back to an 11-point game, 60-49. Sullivan around a Knuckles ball screen at the elbow. Pick and pop, and she had the ball poked away. Sullivan's got it. Bounce past Rogers. One more, Caroline Hill. Catch and shoot 3. Short. Knuckles offensive rebound. Backing down Priest. Pump fake. Shoots is blocked out of bounds. 95 seconds to play, third quarter. Carson-Newman will bring Emily Gonzalez back into the game for Jen Sullivan. Gonzalez will inbound for Carson-Newman, who takes Sullivan out of the game. Emily inbounds to Knuckles at the elbow. Maddie gives it to Keely Rogers at the right elbow. Around a down screen, they set it for Hill, who's wide open for three. Missed it, back iron. Rebound, Mullins goes to the floor, and Wise comes up with it. Ahead of the pack, Priest, layup is good. 5 straight for Emily Priest, and it's back to a 13-point game. She's got 19. Gonzalez in the lane, hangs and hits. Back down to an 11-point game on Emily's 12th point. 65 seconds to play, third quarter. Pass into the middle for Mullins. Gives it to Profit. Wise breaks the pressure. Knee neighbor. Throw it inside. Profit the catch. Shot up. Blocked by Caroline Hill. We've got a foul near midcourt. Caroline Hill whistled for the foul. And Hill charged her first. Free throws for Izzy Profit. As Carly Hayworth returns for the final 56 seconds of this third quarter. Wise has made its past 3 shots to lead again by double digits. Profit makes the free throw. Emily Priest has been the surge for the Cavaliers. She has 19 points and has hit 5 threes, a new career high for the sophomore center. Next free throw from Profit's good. 64-51, 56 seconds to play in the third quarter. Gonzalez to Rogers. Keeley, right-hand dribble, going to the basket. Pass deflected, stolen by the Cavs. Transition, they don't have numbers. Priest laboring behind the plate, able to sprint into the front court, where they give it to Mullins and now reverse it to Profit. Right side, knee neighbor has the ball. The freshman, a left-hand dribble. Still dribbling out front. 25 seconds. Knee neighbor gives to Priest. She catches, fires up a 3, and banked it in. Emily Priest has hit 6 threes now, and it's a 16-point game. Rogers, front court, driving inside, goes up and is fouled on her way inside. Foul on Priest is her second. She's got 22 points and now fouls Rogers to make it a 2-shot foul for Keeley with 12 seconds to play. Rogers at the line for the second time in the game. First free throw rattles around and through. 15-point game. Keeley's got 9. Next one up good. 67-53. 12 and a half seconds to play in the third quarter. Inbound Mullins in the backcourt. Just past Profit, 8 seconds. Izzy brings it up to Mullins across half court, 4 seconds. Mullins, 3-2, driving to the basket. Running shot is up good as the buzzer sounds. Carson-Newman made a great rally in the third quarter. They cut this game to a 7-point game with 2:50 to play in the third frame. But the Cavaliers ended the quarter on a 15-6 run. And Emily Priest hit 3 threes during that stretch. And it's back to a 16-point game as we head to quarter 4 after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit seeaneagles.com/Eagle Club.
We love to cheer for our Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Carson-Newman started the second half very well. A 20-7 run, extended run, had a 7-0 run and an 8-0 run mixed in there. But the Cavaliers ended the frame on a 15-6 run to lead by 16 as we get set for the start of quarter 4. here inside the Pryor Convocation Center. 69-53. Carson-Newman scored 28 third quarter, navigates, and now pump fakes a three. Kicks it out, Rogers. Keeley around a ball screen, driving inside. Pick and pop with Knuckles, one more Hayworth. Carly dribbling out front with 10. Steps back, three-pointer in the air, short. Rebound, fought for. Profit has it for Wise, and she's off and running. Izzy Profit, bounce pass. Neighbor catches, shoots, missed it, but a foul. Fouls have not favored Carson-Newman. There's been 30 in the game, and 20 of them have been called on Carson-Newman. $17-point game, 7:21 to play in the game. Sullivan, Hill, Ladd all back to the floor for Carson-Newman. As Mia Neighbor goes to the line, both of her points in the game are at the foul line, and her first free throw is up and good again. 75-57. Neighbor's second one hits the back of the iron and is no good. Rebound fought for and saved in bounds by Carson-Newman. 18-point game. Wise has scored the last 6 after CN made it a 12-point game. Sullivan going baseline, met by 2, goes up and is fouled. Sullivan to the foul line for the first time in the game as she tries to get her first points. First free throw up, swished in by Jen. That is her first point of the game. She had missed her first 9 shots, including her first 4 threes. Is on the score sheet for the first time as her second one is up and short. Rebound fought for. Wise grabbed the rebound, and they had to save it along the baseline because Carson-Newman was doubling the ball, and Mullins threw it off Hill. 75-58, just shy of 3 minutes into this fourth quarter. Gonzalez the steal. And she stepped down after the steal along the baseline. Never had control of the ball inbounds. Wise will get it back. Profit inbounding. Gives it to Mullins. Back to Profit, who sprints up the floor. Lobs it front court for Neighbor. Neighbor dribbles it out, and Wise will slow things up 17. Profit to rolling top of the key. One-hand pass for Neighbor left wing. Chest pass, Profit, top of the key. One more to Ruling right side. High post, Priest with 6. Backing down Sullivan. Fadeaway shot in the lane is an air ball. Offensive rebound, Ruling. Shot clock reset, but the ball was off Wise anyway. 6:36 to play in the fourth quarter. 17-point game. Carson-Newman will have the ball coming the other way. Gonzalez across half court in time. Driving right and is whacked and fouled. 6:30 to go. That foul on Mia Neighbor, her third. Second team foul of the quarter, and Profit exits. Back in is Alyssa Cheek. Gonzalez inbounding right baseline. Bounce pass goes through Knuckles' legs. Caroline Hill is sprinting after it in the backcourt. Cheek to the floor first for the ball. And the held ball will give it back to Carson-Newman. Eagles have took great care of the ball in the second half. Nearly gave it away there. The held ball will keep it from being a turnover. Carson-Newman's only committed 1 turnover in the second half of play. A conversation at midcourt. It is Carson-Newman ball. Wise did start this third quarter with the ball, or start this fourth quarter with the ball. So it is Carson-Newman ball. Arrow flips back in Wise's direction. Sullivan, right wing, around his screen. Crossover dribble going to the basket. Hangs with a floating shot. Missed it. Got it back. Tried a follow-up shot. Missed it. And we've got a foul underneath as Sullivan got whacked to the floor. And the officials already immediately signaling to go to the scorer's table, or for the two teams to go to their benches as Sullivan took a whack to the face. And they may be reviewing a potential flagrant foul at the 6:15 mark. 3 officials discussing at the top of the key. 2 of them will head over to the monitor, and we'll see if there's any angles to show anything that occurred underneath. 6:15 to go, fourth quarter. Carson-Newman's down 17, has not made a basket in 2.5 minutes, and is attempting to rally. They've got within 7 in the second half, but no closer, and Wise used a great start and end of the third quarter to put together a double-digit lead again. So the officials at the scorers table across the way checking things out. They did not declare this a media break, so we'll keep it here for the moment. If you're just joining us, Carson-Newman got out to a poor start. Wise scored the first 10 in the first 4 minutes of the game. Eagles rallied, though. They scored the next 8 to make it 10-8 with 2:55 to play in the first quarter. But the Cavaliers used a 16-0 run at the end of the first and into the second quarter to make it an 18-point game. And then they used another big scoring run, a 10-2 run in the second quarter to open up a 25-point margin with 3 to play in the second quarter. Carson-Newman ended the half well, though. They did score 10 of the final 12 points to make it an 18-point game at the break. And that momentum would carry into the third quarter, where an 8-0 run would make it a 12-point game just over 2 minutes in. Another mini 7-0 run made it a 7-point game with 3:26 to go in the third quarter. But Wise would outscore Carson-Newman 17. Team foul as well. Wise ball up 15. Pressure in the backcourt. Ruling right-hand dribble up the floor. Crosses half court. Eagles don't double him. They'll back off into a man-to-man. Cheek to Priest in the left corner. Right-hand dribble and a pass to Neighbor. Alyssa Cheek gives to Priest. She pump fakes a 3. Jab steps, now drives. Backdoor goes Mullins. Layup up good. 77-60 as Caroline Mullins puts home her 24th point to lead all scorers. Gonzalez to 17. 8 to shoot. Mullins driving inside, fouled before the shot. Caroline Hill took a shot to the face as well. And that'll bring us to our media break. 4 minutes, 55 seconds to play. Mullins, I think, with an awkward elbow and an inadvertent elbow to the face of Caroline Hill. Carson-Newman fouled on the play. Madeline Ladd's first, team foul 4. Brings us to a timeout. 4:55 to play. Carson-Newman's rally at Wise might come up short. It's a 17-point game with 4:55 to play on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get...
As Mike Mincy's team trails by 17 at our final media break. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at SeeingEagles.com/Modern Woodman to help secure your family's financial future. All right, 77-60. It's been a quality second half and really quality third quarter. They got Carson-Newman within this game, but Wise has picked up its groove again, has found its mojo, and leads by 17 and inbounding left baseline. Ruling inbounds to Priest, who has hit 6 threes and has had a career game. Ruling, crossover dribble, fakes a pass, now drives middle, lobs it out. Mullins with 8. She'll pop a 3 from the wing and miss it. Defensive rebound, Sybil Penland. She's triple-teamed and outlets the ball to Gonzalez. Emily across half court, 4.5 to play. Gives it to Penland. Sybil drives inside, spins, pump fakes, travels. Took an extra step, and that's Carson-Newman's second turnover of the second half. That's probably the biggest bright spot you'll take away from this game. The Eagles have only committed now 2 turnovers after halftime, and that's helped them get back in this game, but they haven't got enough stops here at some points in the second half as well, as Ruling breaks the pressure. Dribbles front court and gives to Cheek. Cheek dribbling right wing. Lobs to Neighbor, who drives inside the arc. Gives it to Priest with 9. Priest, top of the key, dribbles twice. Now a third time, loses the ball. Knuckles takes it away. A steal for the late Eagles. Maddie Knuckles in transition, pulls up. 12-foot shot is too strong, and Cheek follows for the rebound. 3:55 to play. Cheek, up the floor she goes, drives inside. Gonzalez just takes it right away, but a foul called. Emily Gonzalez whistled for the foul, her second. Team foul 5, and Wise to get more free throws. .348 to play. Cheek at the line. She has 11 points in the game, now 12 as she makes the first foul shot. Her 8th double-figure game this year, 6th in the league play. Second one up good, 79-60. Carson-Newman's missed its past 5 shots and has not scored in 3 minutes. Hasn't scored since the 2 flagrant foul free throw shots by Maddie Knuckles. Knuckles has the ball top of the key, hands off Sullivan, right wing 3 in the air, short. Penland offensive rebound, falls to the floor with the ball. Wise takes it away. Up the floor, the ball goes to Alyssa Cheek with 3.5 to play. Cheek dribbling out front, 3:20 to go. It's a 19-point game. Sullivan pressured. Cheek falls to the floor, and a foul called. Sullivan charged her 4th foul with 3:17 to play. It's been a tough day for Jen. 0 of 10 shooting, 1 point, and 1 turnover as well for the reigning Conference Player of the Week, as Cheek is at the foul line once again, and her free throw is good, 80-60 with 3:17 to play. Next one up for Cheek is good as well, 81-60. 6 straight for the Cavaliers, and they have almost put this one away. Bounce pass to a backdoor cutting Knuckles. Right-hand layup through traffic is good. Maddie Knuckles has her 17th point. And with 3 to play, it's 81-62 Wise. And now a steal in the backcourt. Rogers steals it, gives it to Gonzalez. Layup's good. 81-64. 2:55 to play. Cheek inbounds to Ruling. Ruling fakes a pass. Now dribbles up the floor, splitting the pressure defense. And dribbles front court, 2:40 to play, and the Cavaliers are willing to just run some clock here as they break the full court pressure. Ruling, dribbling out front. Wise trying to win its first game against Carson-Newman all time in what is the 16th meeting. Mullins at the top of the key, steps back, gives it to Priest. 3-pointer up, short. Defensive rebound, Keely Rogers, her 12th. Outlet pass to Gonzalez up the floor. Emily drives inside, running right-hand layup. Missed it, but a foul. Gonzalez free throws. .212 to play. Callie McMahon is into the game for the first time, along with Delaney Weddington. So Carson-Newman has played everybody available in this game as Gonzalez is at the line. She has 18 points and now 19. Lady Eagles have scored the last 5 of the game to make it a 16-point spread. Gonzalez's second free throw is good. She's got her 4th career 20-point game all her this season, and it's a 15-point game with 2:12 to play. Inbound to Ruling, bounce pass back to Cheek, and she throws it up the floor to knee neighbor. Back to Ruling, and now to Cheek to cross half court. Foul at midcourt by Sybil Penland with 2 to play. Reaching in on Cheek. That is number 2 on Penland. More free throws for Alyssa Cheek. Another one of those grinded out games. Carson-Newman has fouled 25. There have been 40 combined fouls and 46 free throws after Alyssa Cheek takes the second of 2 here after making the first, and she does make both. 83-66. There have been 40 combined fouls, 46 free throws. Those numbers have favored Wise as well. Less than 2 to play. Gonzalez brings it across half court and gives the ball to Madeline Ladd, right wing. She pump fakes a 3 around a screen, pulls up for a 20-footer and swishes it in. 15-point game. 105 seconds to play as Ruling sprints up the floor and dribbles it into the front court. Bounce pass to Cheek. Cheek dribbles, or doesn't dribble yet. Still has the ball at her right hip and now dribbles out front. 83-68. Cheek dribbling it out. 90 seconds to play in the game. UVA Wise crowd cheering for Cheek here with 7. She'll go to work with 6. Gives the ball to Priest. She'll fire a left wing 3. It's up. It's short. Long rebound to Callie McMahon. Bounce pass Gonzalez. Gonzalez moving right to left up the floor. Gives it to Delaney Weddington. Floating shot from 4 feet is good. 13-point game. 70 seconds to play. Mike Mincy says we'll back off and play half-court defense here, down 13 with a minute to play. Carson-Newman has made its past 4 shots to end this game, but its effort on the road will not be enough. Ruling is still dribbling out near the Wise logo. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 7 now. Ruling going to go to work with 4. Ruling crosses over. 2-1. Gives it to Chiku. Pump fakes. Fires up a 3. Missed it. McMahon rebounds. 35 seconds. Callie brings it up the floor right to left. Callie bounces the ball for Johnson, who gives it to Ladd right wing. Ladd pump fakes a 3. Driving baseline. Cut off. Loses it out of bounds. Cheek deflects it out. .24 seconds. Gonzalez will inbound. Gonzalez, one-hand pass out front. Weddington, one more left side. Ladd to the high post. Gonzalez, 20 seconds. Gonzalez right-hand hook shot is no good. Ruling rebounds. Shot clock off. Wise can dribble out their first win against Carson-Newman. This will be a first ever win for UVA Wise over Carson-Newman. 83-60 the final, or 83-70, sorry, the final. Carson-Newman made 4 of its last 5 shots, but its effort on the road, not enough. 6-game winning streak for the Lady Eagles, no more, as UVA Wise collects a 13-point victory for their first ever series win against Carson-Newman. 83-70 the final. We'll break it all down with the Domino's post-game report that heads your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's postgame report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson, Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's postgame report on the Eagle Sports Network.
Left wing Rutherford 3 up and kaboom! Tori Rutherford.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Mike Mincy, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning. Plus the selection of the AEC electrifying play and the Premier Building Maintenance Player of the Game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Carr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Andrew Rogers.
All right, Andrew Rogers back courtside to recap a 13-point loss to UVA-Wise, 83-70. It is Carson-Newman's first ever loss to UVA-Wise in a series that has now 16 meetings in the books. Cavaliers win 83-70, and this is the Domino's post-game report from Wise, Virginia. Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Whether you're in this contest, Carson-Newman, though, would counter. It scored the next 8 points in that first quarter, made it a 2-point game. But the game would turn on its head in the final 3 minutes of the first into the second quarter. UVA-Wise scored the final 13 points of quarter one and the first 3 of quarter two to lead 26-8 early second quarter. They would go on a 10-2 run later in the second frame to jump out to its largest lead of 25. It was 41-16 with 3:16 to play in the game. Carson-Newman would take some momentum, though, into the locker room. It would go on a 9-2 run over the final 3 minutes of the second quarter to trail by 18 at halftime, its largest halftime deficit. But that largest halftime deficit of the year would be erased relatively quickly. Carson-Newman got a pair of threes from Caroline Hill to spark an 8-0 scoring run to make it a 12-point game just 2 minutes into quarter three. And then back-to-back Keely Rogers baskets just beyond the halfway point of the third. Cut it down to a 7-point game with 3.5 to play in the third quarter. But the Cavaliers would go on a big scoring surge led by Emily Priest. She scored 4 of Wise's final 5 field goals, part of a 17-8 scoring run to end the frame, and they took a 16-point lead into quarter three. Carson-Newman's final go at this rally would come to start the frame. Gonzalez made back-to-back field goals early in the fourth quarter to make it 69-57. But then Wise would take control. They would go on 2 mini 6-0 scoring runs to jump out to, again, a 21-point lead and go on and eventually run away with an 13-point win, despite Carson-Newman going on a 10-2 run in the final 3 minutes to close this game. Carson-Newman shoots 38% from the field, scores 70 points, its fewest in a game against the Cavaliers all time. They shoot 4 of 22 from 3, while the Cavaliers shot 44% and 38% from 3, and got a career day from Emily Priest, who nailed 6 triples and scored a career-high 22 points, while Caroline Mullins, the Conference Player of the Year, or one of the Conference Player of the Year candidates, among others, had 24 points and 10 rebounds. Alyssa Cheek also contributed 17 points, a season high, and the Cavs overcame 16 turnovers. A large majority of those, which came late in the second quarter into the second half. Other discrepancies: Wise's bench outscored Carson-Newman 31-20, and they did this without shooting the ball all that well in the second half of play. The Cavaliers shot just 40% after halftime, only 27% in the fourth quarter. Compare that to Carson-Newman's 50% shooting on the dot at halftime, or in the second half. That allowed Carson-Newman to outscore the Cavs by 5 in the second half, but that was not enough in this 13-point loss. Carson-Newman no longer is tied for first place in the league. It's now in a 3-way tie for second. Lenore Ryan, the lone team atop the league table with a 13-2 record. Carson-Newman's now 16-5 overall, 12-3 in the league. UVA-Wise is now in sole possession of 5th place and is 13-8 and 10-5 in league games this season.
Game Report continues. Game Report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Carson-Newman drops its first game since January 10th. A 6-game winning streak comes to a halt to start February. It's a 83-70 setback for Carson-Newman's Lady Eagles at UVA Wise. Let's tell you how things went around the league on this first February Wednesday. Anderson at home got out to a 25-point lead in the first quarter and runs away from Newberry, wins 79-52. Ciara Harris played well. Coker rallies to beat Catawba 56-51. They outscored the Indians 23-7 in the fourth quarter to win that game. Shantiana Tillman had 26 to lead all scorers. Lincoln Memorial wins at Tusculum 70-47. Rail Splitters got a good day from Camille Collier and Lexi Patty. They combined for 35, half of the team's points in a 23-point win. Emory and Henry goes to Mars Hill and takes down the Lions 78-65. And Lenore Rhine victorious over Wingate by 29, 98-69. The Bears continue to be one of the hottest teams in the South Atlantic Conference. Aaliyah L had 22 points, and the Bears remain the lone team atop the league table in first place with that 13-2 conference record. Carson-Newman's back on the floor Saturday at Anderson, 2 p.m. tip, 1:45 airtime from Anderson, South Carolina. But for now, Carson-Newman men's basketball goes for the season sweep of UVA Wise. These two teams played a close one in Jefferson City and now meet for the second time this season. Adam Cavalier gets you set with that contest with the AEC countdown to tip-off after this on the Eagles Sports Network.